Hello everybody. Now I'm here with the second part of my videos about the Git and following the Git Cheat. So we have done till the last time we have set up the Git, and also we have init, but we didn't do clone. And for this part, which was about the Git status and the rest, I would like to start the next thing which I would like to show is the folder which I generated, and I have also added two files in the last time to chapter 1 and 2, the text files, and I have initiated my Git in this test folder. So just to check again, we can look at the file. You see that we have here .git folder. Now we can start with the first part, which is Git status. So let's look at the Git status. What does it do? So Git status basically it gives you an overview of what is going on or what is planned to be done. Normally there is different stages of different states of the files. One of the files are some of the files are untracked, as it says here, and it somehow shows the files which is there, and these are these two files which I generated. And basically it says that these files are generated in this folder, but they are not monitored by the Git versioning, so we don't know about the monitoring the version of them, and it's not part of the part of the files that Git will check about their versioning. It also says that there is no commit yet. This I will tell about it later, and there is some other part which will come later. So before I go to the next part, which is the git add, I would like to give you a little about what is the procedure here. The procedure is like as following. So we have in this folder we have two files generated. We wanted to follow and then somehow monitor these files for their version. So it means that we want to do some changes here, which I added some first line, and then we do some other lines and so on. Sometimes we delete them and so on, and then we wanted to have a version of them copied somewhere, and then we can have access to that later. So to do this, we need to have these files to be committed. What does it mean? The committed means the files should be registered in the Git as the version that we would like to be memorized by the Git. And the committing means that we say that these files are in a state that I would like to be registered, and I would also add some description that what is this commit about, or what is that I have changed in these versions. So normally we do it when we, for example, we wanted to write a text file like our thesis or any book or something like this, or even writing a scripts. But before we do the committing, so we cannot go directly to say that to commit these files, we need to first stage these files. Staging, which is with this command add is happening, is basically that you say that whatever the file status is right now, I would like keep it to in my stage and freeze it at that stage. And then maybe later on I will add some other files in my stage, and then when all the files which I would like to be bundled to be the final definition of my version, then I will commit it. So I will do an example just to have an idea. So first thing is that we would say that we would like to, for example, to add these two files to our stage, and then we will freeze these files to be later on be committed, and then we will define our first version of this file. So what I do is that I would like that to git add and then name the files, for example chapter 1 text, and again I will do it for the chapter 2. There is other possibility that I can do all of them at once, but let's do it like for now for one step by step. So now so I add this, and this means that it's not yet committed, but this file is already stage or ready to be later on to be a part of version. And then to find out what we have done, we can again look at the git status. Now you see that again, no commits yet, of course, but there is no untracked files anymore. You see that this part is not anymore here, but there are some files to be committed. So it means that they are somehow frozen, or this stage or this status of these files are frozen, that will be committed until we define as one of the versions. So this is the first part. Then before I go to the other commands here, I will jump to this git commit just to have the first commit together. So we will say that we will git commit. So this is the actual command, and then as I said, when we define this version, we would like to have some message just to remind us, okay, what is this version about, or what we have done in this message. So with this we need a -m, and then in the quotation we can write a little about this, what is this version. So we will say that this first commit to check the meaning of commit, and that's it. So here it says that there are two commits as there, and then as you can see, there is some addresses is given to these files in this status, and this is somehow defining this version of the file. So let's see again what is the status. So git status now. So there is that, okay, on the branch master, so it's something that I will tell about this, and nothing to commit, and then working tree clean. So it means that there is everything which we have already in our folder is tracked, so they are already in the version, and this is the same as we have the last commit, so nothing has changed. So we have let's do something interesting, and this is for example, let's say that, okay, we have add the second line here to this file, and maybe we generate chapter 3. So now we have 3 files. We have changed this first file, and then let's look at the status, that what has happened here, or what we see. So again, we are in the same branch as master, changed which is not staged for the commit. So these are the changes which are not yet added to the stage. And as you can see, this is somehow 2 categories: modified files. This is the first chapter 1, which I added the line, and this is the untracked files. This is a new file which is not monitored, or it was not used in our previous commits. So it says that there are 2 files that should be added to the stage in case that we want to somehow define the next version. So for now we don't do that. I would like to go a little to the other commands in the cheat sheet to see that what else we can learn there. So the next file is that git reset. So this is something that when you, for example, you added the chapter 3 file, let's do it only, let's this to this stage, and then now when you see the status, you see that chapter 3 is already ready for committing, but the chapter 1, which is modified, is not yet. But then you say that, oh, maybe I need to do something first in the chapter 3, then I would like to stage it. So you say that I would like to bring back this file from the stage down, do some modification, and then again stage it. So then you should say git reset, and then like chapter 3.txt. Yeah. So now when we look at the status, we see that chapter 3 now it's untracked again, so it's back from the stage, and then now you can do your search engine changes, your changes, and then add it to this stage. Next file is that git diff, and this basically is coming from to show you the differences which the file in this status that you have it in this folder having versus the last commit. So let's do it like this: git diff. You see here, what is this comparing? We are comparing the file chapter 1.txt, and it's from the comparing the committed version versus this version which is already there. There are some reference numbers here, hash reference and so on, that we will talk about it maybe later. I don't want to make it more complicated. So here only basically it says that what is happening in this file chapter 1 in comparison to the reference. So everything is relative, so it's relative to the previous version or the last commit or the commit that we are already in. So we are in the last we are in this folder, and the reference for this folder is the last commit that we did or the last version that we generated, and it says that plus second line. This is basically means that we have added a line there, and this line is second line. So this somehow shows the differences. We will go for some more examples later, but I think that's good enough for now, just to have an idea. And then now we can have also this diff also to the files which are staged. So let's say I add maybe I can give you some another comment. So for example, now I would like to add chapter 1 to the stage as well as chapter 3. So instead of like writing the git add and then chapter 1.txt again git add and then chapter 3, I can say that git add and then dot, and basically it means that all the files which are modified and are new, they will be automatically added to the stage. Now if we look at the status, we see that both of the files are staged, and one of them is modified, one of them is a new file. Now let's do this git diff and double minus and then staged. I think that was the comment. And let's see what happens here. So here it says that okay, chapter 3 is a new file, so nothing is to compare, but again the same topic about chapter 1, which we have a plus second line. Good. So this also shows that what is the difference between the git and the diff and then the staged. And then let's do again another git commit minus m, and this is the second commit, added chapter 3.text and added second line in chapter 1.txt. So what does it says? It's just give some examples, some explanation that what is that we are happening here. I mean, I would like to close this video, but before that, just to have an overview, I would like to jump to another command, which is git log. And it's very interesting because it gives you some information about all the history that we have done up to now. For example, it says that where we are in this version, as you see. I mean, this master, if you remember, I talked about it, branch master. So we are here. This is a reference to this version. I would like to commit as a version. I think this would be easier to follow. And who did that? I was who want to do that. So this is my email and this is my name here. When I did it, this is the time and the date that I did it, and what is the explanation about this commit which I did. This is what I have written the last time. But it gives us somehow also the previous commits that I did. So again, the link to this or the reference to this first commit that I did, again, who had done it and what was the message. So with this git log, you can have all the list of all the previous logs, previous versus the commit or the version that we are right now. So we are now in this version, and it can be seen the previous ones. And then it also gives you the explanation that what is happening there, so you can have now a better feeling that what is this message for. So it gives you some hint that okay, what is this version about, what is this version about, and then when you want to go to another versions, then you know, okay, based on this, which one I need to go. And at the end of today, I think it's good enough for now. We can, the next videos, go for the further steps. So thank you for your listening and watching my videos. I would like to invite you to subscribe or leave any comment, any question and so on. I would be happy to answer your questions. Till next time, bye bye.